You just had a heart stent placed. The procedure went well, and now you're back home. But one question keeps playing in your mind. When can I exercise again? When can I walk, lift, ride a bike, or go back to my normal routine? Most people are surprised to learn that you can get moving much sooner than you think, but only if you do it the right way. Today, I'll walk you through a clear step-by-step plan that's safe, simple, and easy to follow. Before we dive in, hit the like button and subscribe. It helps this channel reach more people recovering from heart procedures. Hi, welcome back to the Heart Insights. If you or someone you love recently had a stent, this video will give you the exact timeline for when you can walk, exercise, lift weights, and return to normal life. In plain language, we're covering how soon you can start moving, a simple week-by-week plan, what exercises to avoid, warning signs you should never ignore. Let's get started. 1. The simple answer. How soon can you exercise? Here's the quick and easy summary. Light walking can usually start within 24 to 48 hours after you go home. Gentle daily activity can start almost right away. More regular exercise can begin within 1 to 2 weeks if you feel well. Strength training or heavy lifting usually waits 4 to 6 weeks or until your doctor clears you. Intense exercise or sports need a bit more time and medical approval. But the real key is this: start slowly, increase gradually, and listen to your body. Now let's break this into a simple week-by-week plan. Week-by-week recovery plan. This plan is designed for people who had a stent and feel stable. You must always follow what your doctor told you, because every case is different. But these steps work for most people. Week 0. The first 2 to 3 days after you go home. Your goal is gentle movement only. Light walking inside your home. Moving around the house for short periods. Yes. Sitting up and standing, slowly. Easy activities like brushing your teeth, preparing a simple meal, or showering. Avoid lifting anything heavy, climbing lots of stairs, pushing or pulling furniture. Any exercise that makes you strain or hold your breath. At this stage, you're simply letting your body recover from the procedure and letting the access area, wrist or groin, heal. Week 1. Days 3 through 7. Gentle walking. This is the building confidence week. Goal: 10 to 20 minutes of light walking, 1 to 2 times per day. Walk at a pace where you can talk comfortably. If you're out of breath, slow down. If the weather is bad, walk indoors or at a mall. You're not trying to exercise yet. You're just helping your heart get used to movement again. Avoid lifting over 5 to 7 kilograms, 10 to 15 pounds. Fast walking, biking, running, unmistake running, strength workouts. Your heart is healing, and your procedure site is still stabilizing. Week 2, days 7 through 14, light to moderate activity. Now your body usually feels more stable. Your goal this week: 20 to 30 minutes of walking per day, at a comfortable pace. What's allowed now? Longer walks, slower treadmill walking, light household tasks, returning to office work, if approved. Still avoid heavy lifting, intense cardio, high-impact workouts, long hikes, push-ups, pull-ups, weight machines. At the end of week 2, many people say, "I feel almost normal again." That's a good sign, but don't rush. Week 3 through 4, building endurance. This is when your confidence returns. Goal: 30 to 40 minutes of moderate walking, 4 to 5 days a week. You can add slight speed increases or mild inclines. You may also add light stationary cycling, slow, easy treadmill walking, gentle stretching, light yoga, no extreme poses. For strength training, you may start very light resistance if your doctor approves. Think light bands, 1 through 2 kilograms dumbbells. Slow, controlled movements. Avoid heavy weights, holding breath during exercise. Any exercise that causes chest pressure. Week 4 through 6. Returning to normal activity slowly. By now, many people feel ready for regular exercise, but this must be done carefully. Safe options: brisk walking, longer stationary bike sessions, light to moderate resistance training, normal daily chores, light gardening, slow swimming after wound fully healed. General rule: if you can talk while exercising, you're at a safe intensity. Avoid weightlifting that makes you strain, high-intensity interval training, HIIT, running or sprinting, outdoor cycling on uneven roads, sports with sudden bursts of effort, tennis, football, etc. After 6 weeks, getting back to full routine. If everything has been smooth and your doctor gives the green light, you can slowly reintroduce running or jogging, more intense exercises, heavier resistance training, swimming laps, cycling outdoors, hiking, recreational sports. Do it step by step, not all at once. Example: Week 7. Start jogging 1 to 2 minutes at a time between walking. Week 8 to 9. Increase to 5 to 10 minutes jogging if you feel good. Week 10 plus. Begin moderate workouts or light interval training. Always stop if something feels wrong. 3. What you should avoid early on, especially in the first few weeks. Avoid heavy weightlifting, push-ups, pull-ups, or gym machines that require force, straining or holding breath, running, cycling on busy roads, exercises that twist your chest suddenly, any activity that increases your heart rate too fast. Avoid anything that feels like too much too soon. Signs you're exercising too fast. If you notice any of these, stop immediately. Chest pain or pressure, shortness of breath that doesn't feel normal, dizziness or fainting, heart racing or irregular heartbeat, extreme fatigue, pain, swelling, or bleeding at the wrist or groin where the stent was inserted. If you feel a tight, squeezing, or burning chest sensation, stop the activity and rest. If it doesn't go away, call emergency services. Tips for safer exercise after a stent. Tip 1. Start slower than you think. Your heart just went through a major event. Think of it like building strength after an injury. Tip 2. The talk test. If you can talk comfortably while walking, your intensity is safe. If you're gasping for breath, slow down. Tip 3. Warm up and cool down. Never jump into exercise suddenly. Always spend 5 minutes warming up and 5 minutes cooling down. Tip 4. Pay attention to your access site. If the stent procedure was done through your wrist or groin, don't stress that area too early. Tip 5. Take your medications on time. Your stent remains safe only if your medications are taken regularly, especially blood thinners. Tip 6. Walking is your best friend. Walking is safe, effective, and can be increased gradually over time. Tip 7. Stay hydrated. Dehydration can increase heart stress. Tip 8. No heavy meals before exercise. Wait at least 1 to 1.5 hours. Tip 9. Avoid extreme weather. Very hot or very cold weather puts extra stress on your heart. Tip 10. Listen to your body. Your body will whisper warnings before it shouts. Pay attention to small changes. 6. Realistic expectations after a stent. Many people think a stent fixes everything. And yes, it opens your blocked artery, but it does not make your heart bulletproof. You still need to exercise regularly, eat heart-healthy food, keep cholesterol under control, avoid smoking, manage stress, follow all medications. Think of the stent as a second chance, not a permanent cure. The good news? With the right lifestyle changes, most people return to normal daily life, exercise, work, travel, sports, hobbies. A stent is not the end of your active life. It's the beginning of a healthier one. Common questions people ask. Question 1. Can I walk the same day I come home? Yes, light walking indoors is almost always fine. Question 2. When can I go back to work? Office work, usually in 1 week. Physical labor, 3 to 6 weeks. Doctor approval needed. Question 3. When can I lift weights again? Light weights, after 4 to 6 weeks. Heavier weights, after doctor clearance. Question 4. When can I drive? usually after 1 week, but confirm with your doctor. Question 5. Can I travel? Short trips, after a week. Long flights, wait 2 to 4 weeks and get approval. Question 6. Is sex safe? Yes, once you can walk up 2 flights of stairs without symptoms. Question 7. Should I wear a fitness watch? It can help track heart rate and activity, but don't rely on it to diagnose symptoms. Your long-term exercise plan. After the first 6 to 8 weeks, your goal should be 150 minutes of moderate exercise per week, such as brisk walking, cycling, or swimming. 2 to 3 sessions of light to moderate strength training per week. Focus on good form and controlled movements. Flexibility and stretching exercises 3 to 4 times a week. This routine improves your heart strength, blood flow, oxygen capacity, energy, mood, long-term heart protection. Consistency matters more than intensity. You don't need to push hard, you need to stay steady. Final safety reminder, always talk to your doctor before starting a new exercise routine, especially if you had a heart attack, you have heart failure, you have more than one stent, you have diabetes or kidney problems, you feel new or unusual symptoms. Your recovery is unique, and your doctor will guide you safely. Here's the quick recap. Light walking, 1 to 2 days after going home. Regular walking, within the first week. Moderate activity, week 2 to 3. Light strength training, week 4 to 6. More intense exercise, after 6 weeks with approval. Move slowly, increase gradually, and always stop if something feels wrong. If this video helped you, please like, share, and subscribe to Heart Insights. It encourages me to create more heart health content for you. Ask your questions in the comments. I reply to as many as I can. Stay healthy, stay active, and I'll see you in the next video.